Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield.
Oh, he's been caught on it! Has another go!
Sporting definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Maradona looking for the run. Diego Maradona, truly the brightest star in the footballing firmament. So I wonder what he has in store for us here.
Well, anything can happen with this man, Peter. He's in a league of his own, truly.
Shoots! Roberto Baggio. Valencia do have a chance to counter here. And he's managed to get free. Out for a throw. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Busquets gets across to intercept that. Rijkaard. Valencia are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he
shapes to shoot! And he's done it! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more...
He's going for goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Timber. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pass is just off target. Conte. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Right, so shooting chance! And a neat finish! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping it.
Great chance! Goal! Sporting! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Sporting with the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He has found the way through. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So a big moment. And he scores! Back in business! Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Valencia drag themselves back again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Now it's Hullet. Played into space, chips it through. Schlotterbeck is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And it's gone back to the keeper. Hasebe. Cannavaro. Now it's Hullet. Played out to the left flank. Kvaratskhelia going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Hasebe. That's Busquets. Roberto Baggio. This is a promising build-up. Roberto Baggio is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Roberto Baggio. De Gea deals with that nice and simple. Conte tries to play it through, and it's Schneider. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And this is Bale. Roberto Baggio. Hullet. And it's Vitinha. And he's worked it through. And this is Roberto Baggio. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. That's it, 45 minutes up. Valencia are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Valencia get the second half going. Valencia come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
That's destined for the flank. He's found a way through. Kvaratskhelia will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hazard, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Good take, and is he in?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Rijkaard cuts it out.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
That's a lovely, delicate pass. Busquets. Hazard plays it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. He's picked his way through. Now the ball in. Oh, what has happened here? Vitinha crosses it in. Valencia with the corner. They're first.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 11. Neymar. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 20.
Messi plays it short. Kvaratskhelia gets a cross in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Valencia still have the cards to affect this game. And it's Sneijder. That's a shade optimistic. Rijkaard. Here's Cannavaro. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And he plays one through. Now it's Maradona, and the shot! Goal! Sporting! And again they hit the front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 22.
Sporting making further changes here, and in quick succession. Sporting leading now. Pedri. Hazard. Vitinha, who is rarely short on confidence. Hasebe. Here's Vitinha. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Pull it. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh no, this does not look good. And he is dashing away. Now that's well seen too.
Sporting clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Maradona tries to pass it through, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Pedri. Oh, this is a very good run. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Valencia now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Looking for options for movement.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been won straight back. Can he get on the end of this? Has a look and plays it forward. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul.
Sporting. Número
So we
5.
have movement on both benches.
Número 15.
Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go?
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
And this is Hazard. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Deftly away. Kvaratskhelia is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, no half measures from here.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, what about a counter-attack? And he's been shifted off it. And he's quick to return it. He's in plenty of space here. He's had a shot! And that's it. They chased and chased, but it wasn't to be. Valencia illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it's got to be said, Peter, it's a day to forget for the players at the heart of a defence who were just getting beaten way too easily on so many occasions. But I think the manager, too, has to take responsibility for his failure to stop the leaks.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality. But there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the helter-skelter and play a game of purity.
The peerless Pirlo.
Yeah, he coined the phrase regista, and he rules.
Oh, nicely intercepted. There could be trouble here. Isco. Cannavaro. That's Busquets. Rijkaard. And Kvaratskhelia. And it's Iniesta. Cannavaro. Busquets. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's found a way past. It's Basho!
Oh, he has leathered that. Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
And he's managed to get free. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Kvaratskhelia. Rijkaard. Cannavaro. Always a very imposing presence at the back. That's destined for the flank. Quick look, then plays it in. That has been knocked away. And here's Hullet. He has found the way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a throw. Valencia have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Isco is always looking to break lines. Elects to cross. Rijkaard attempts a clearance. O'Reilly wins the duel this time. This looks promising. Oh, super ball! Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Half an hour played now, and it's Hullet. Vitinha. Xabi Alonso did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Baresi. Aubameyang. Now it's Messi. Roberto Baggio. And it's Iniesta. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Rijkaard. For Iniesta. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Cannavaro. And it's Rijkaard. Now Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Shevchenko. Shevchenko could move up a gear here. Tries to play it through. Busquets. Roberto Baggio. And it's Iniesta. That has ended up in no man's land.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, good effort! It's in!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. So, a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Valencia coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Valencia looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 4.
So we're underway for the second half.
El dorsal 9.
Valencia definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Cannavaro. More and more pressure on the ball here. Valencia do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system...
Azar! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's found a way through. Pirlo. And the counter is on. Azar. Iniesta. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, it's come loose. Kvaratskhelia will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
You have to expect that from everyone there.
That is good strength. And the finish! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Baggio. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Messi having a look. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. O'Reilly is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. That's a good run down the left. That's been slipped through. Now it's Messi.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot. And
it's Azar! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Valencia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Messi. Nicely aimed pass. Benfica have the chance to go the other way. Messi. Shevchenko receives it in a good position here. O'Reilly. And it's Pirlo. Valencia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Pirlo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Messi. And that's another good win of the ball. Iniesta conjures time and space where few can. Vitinha closing in on the last quarter of an hour. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. And it's Pirlo. Pirlo. Oh, this is a terrific run. O'Reilly. And this is Pirlo. Chance, surely! And he's stuck it away. There seemed no way back, but they are level. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Benfica really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Now it's Aubameyang. Baresi. There's the delivery. Hazard gets it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
No, that's been intercepted. Kvaratskhelia scooting forward, and it's Azar. Busquets. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, that's nice. He's picked his way through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Iniesta. How they wanted to win. They did everything to win, but time has beaten them. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Sandro Tonali, was being touted as being one of Italy's greatest midfield talents. Remember the season he got a side promoted?
Best! Superb from Best!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So, a breakthrough, shapes to shoot! And the ball's come loose here. Spread out to the left. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And back to the goalkeeper. Pull it. And pull it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Valencia with the corner, they're first. And the shot! And he hits the net! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Valencia restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. This is a promising build-up. Hasebe is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Messi. Roberto Baggio. Messi receives it in a wide position. Cannavaro is there, and he can get that clear. Robson. That's a sharp pass. Cannavaro. And it's Iniesta for Hasebe. Iniesta. Pedri, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. That's Busquets. Busquets does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And here's Baggio. And the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Messi plays it short. Tries a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Algeria are looking to go forward now. And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Bruno Fernandes. Tries to play it through. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cannavaro is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. Oh, what has happened here? Bruno Fernandes showing good feet. Bruno Fernandes! And he's managed to get rid. Robson. Roberto Baggio. Pedri. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Robson. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Bruno Fernandes really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Kvaratskhelia. He's on it, can he get away? Rijkaard. And it's Cannavaro. Messi. And it's Cannavaro. Rijkaard.
There will be 1 minute
Knocks it into space. Hasebe. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Please be reminded.
So we reach the halfway point.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution for Algeria. Number 18, Bruno Fernandes. Coming on the field is number 22, Dani Olmo. Substitutions taking place.
So once again, we're underway.
Valencia are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Rijkaard. Now it's Yamal. Valencia do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Ball is over the line. Cannavaro. And he's well, but shoots! They've got to be quick to recover this. Tries one from range. He has hit that forcefully.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Cannavaro. Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. It's Hasebe. Kvaratskhelia. Hasebe. And it's Pedri. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. "60 minutes played. Kvaratskhelia gets into a good position. That has not gone well. And it's Pedri. Busquets. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Valencia perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Rijkaard. Pedri. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, lovely bit of skill. That's very neat. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Here's Vitinha. Played back into the centre. Dani Olmo. Best. Now it's Romario. Great vision. Dink through. Garcia breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Cannavaro. Vitinha. That's destined for the flank. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia gets a cross in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Can he spark a counter here? 75 minutes played. Messi picks it up out, and a chance!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Busquets. Into the channel.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Great ball, and he's in here. No way through, so back it comes.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Now this could be a chance.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Swung over. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Romario. He's going for goal! And with that, the end. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
Please
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Trent Alexander-Arnold has redefined the fullback role. I mean, his contributions attacking-wise can match up with some of the leading playmakers around. And I don't think I've ever seen...
Ronaldinho! And he nearly went all the way.
Ronaldinho can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Iniesta. That's Rijkaard. Oh, good spread. Messi, he's got away. It's a pretty loose pass. Busquets engages and forces him off the ball. Hasebe. Busquets. Baggio going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's Busquets. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Showing good feet. No, there's no going past him this time. Can he get it through? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Valencia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Ronaldinho is there, and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Busquets is always looking to break lines. Still goalless at the moment. Knocks it into space. Vitinha in acres of space out wide. Rijkaard clears without hesitation. Iniesta. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. He won't be happy with that one. And this is Messi. McAllister. Diaz. There's the crossfield ball. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Bullet. He might be in here! Well, now it's a red. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances. Messi with a real... Messi! And it's Messi. McAllister does really well to win the ball there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Busquets. Iniesta opts for safety. Cannavaro is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. And it's Iniesta. Hasebe. And it's Iniesta. And Iniesta. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Juve. Busquets. For Hasebe. Great vision. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. On it! And he's done it! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So we have the first goal.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
And it's McAllister. Cannavaro was in no mood for any of that. It's a good foot in there. Can he spark a counter here? And it's been played through. Well timed, excellent interception. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Valencia leading by
Just
one
a quick
at the
announcement.
break.
We would like to inform you that
On the face of it,
it
it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Valencia have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Substitutions taking place.
That gets us going once more.
Valencia definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Valencia come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Yamal, the man with the tools to make a difference here. Busquets. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia getting forward. That's going across goal.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's good vision. Hasebe calmly anticipates. Rijkaard. Valencia are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Cannavaro. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Ronaldinho. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Looking for the run. McAllister over to the right flank. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Busquets did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, good read.
He read that.
And there's the shot! Oh, it rattles the bar!
Substitution on the field. Number 13, El Hadj Diouf. Coming on the field is number 21, Didier Drogba.
Valencia can make their change now with a break in play. Diaz. That has not gone well. Couldn't squeeze it through. Ronaldinho was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. No, that's been intercepted. Gerrard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Gerrard. Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. Kvaratskhelia picks it up out wide.
Valencia clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Looking to play him in. And it's Azar. Azar. Hasebe, the man synonymous with solidity. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. And it's Cannavaro. Played out towards the right wing. And he's managed to get free. He's having a shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! And that would have been game, set and match.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Yamal. Number 4, Luis Diaz. Coming on the field,
Serginho.
number 20.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Hazard. Oh, this is a terrific
That's
run.
good play from him.
Lovely feet. Vitinha.
There will be 1 minute added
Oh,
time.
that's a fine interception. Serginho.
Look, there has to be more.
And that's that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I was expecting this
Hello,
game to be
attendees.
put to
This
bed a
is
lot
a
earlier,
most
especially
children's
when the
announcement.
opponents struggled to
Please
get
keep
back
your
into
eyes
it.
on your
They
children
could have
during
shown
the
great
match at all
opponents.
times.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway.
Well, there's a big game player, if ever there was one.
Iniesta, universally admired. So what do you expect from him today, Jim?
Well, he's the master of time and space, Peter. He finds those little pockets in dangerous areas, moves the ball forward, taking people in the narrowest of spaces and delivers precision balls. And he does it pretty much better than anyone else. Class.
Messi gets into a good position. Busquets gives it back. Cannavaro. Busquets. Hasebe. Oh, they could be caught out here. And the finish!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Hasebe, spread out to the left, and he's picked it up out wide. Kvaratskhelia gets across, and he shoots! Oh, it's hit the post! And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Quarter of an hour played. And here's Hullet.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Hasebe is always scanning the pitch for targets. Valencia are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Ronaldinho does well to get it back. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Luis Suarez. Good running, strong and purposeful. Ronaldinho. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. Messi picks it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that is asking for trouble. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And smartly reclaimed. Looking to play him in. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Valencia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Hullet proves just a little bit too strong. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Applies the finish! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Valencia have the chance to go the other way. He is through here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Hasebe. Kvaratskhelia. Roberto Baggio. It's a promising position, and that's been drilled in. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Can he get on the end of this? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Valencia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he was quick to react. Rijkaard. And he cuts out the supply. Robson. And this is Drogba. Oh, he's burst through. Plenty to aim at here. He's having a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And that is well cleared. Cafu. And the pass is intercepted. So a temporary halt to the action. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Valencia go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So, into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's Ronaldinho! Ronaldinho! Wow! He's got himself an absolute peach. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Kvaratskhelia receives it in a wide position. Ended up in no man's land. Busquets.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
He's looking wide. He's found the way through. Skims one in.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Hasebe. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Valencia still have the cards to affect this game. Hazard. He has a look out. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Threads one in. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with...
Oh, he's all alone! Goes for a shot! And no mistake! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Valencia cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper. They get a throw in. Well, they've got it again. Played out towards the right wing. He's picked his way through. Drills one in. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Valencia really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
So we have movement on both benches.
El dorsal 10, el dorsal 9, Luis Suárez, el dorsal 80, Ronaldinho, el dorsal 8. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 4, Messi, el dorsal 20, el dorsal 12, el dorsal 7, cambio de jugadores.
Cannavaro makes the interception. Pele, and he is dashing away. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Rijkaard.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That is Stutter! Off the bar! And it's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Dani Olmo at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Cafu, could be danger here. Cafu. To Messi. Messi going forward. He's found space here. And Messi!
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Vitinha looking understandably energised after his goal. A probing pass. Now it's Messi. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think we have another one here who's a member of the Catalan school of total football, and the type of player that is very much their speciality. This guy, Fermin Lopez, you have to wonder what it is with them and elite central midfielders, but he's going to be, if everything works out, that is, he's going to be up there with the best of all.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Engages and forces him off the ball. That's a good run he's making there. Now it's Olise. Wriggles his way through. He's having a hit! Oh, crossbar! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Iniesta. Vitinha. That's Cannavaro. And it's Vitinha. Busquets. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. That's very neat. He's on it. Can he get away? Real chance! Oh, terrible. And he's following up! They've scored! That was a given. It always was.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Valencia very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, nice touch. Iniesta. He's gone for goal! That's got him rattled. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And we have our very first corner. And that was somewhat errant. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Kimmich is the guilty party there. Now this is interesting, he has already had his name taken once. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting...
That could spell trouble, and he's managed to get free. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
That was good alertness. Vitinha. Messi. That's Busquets. Roberto Baggio. He shifted it to the flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that has been cleared. Cruyff. Both sides exercising caution for now. That's good running with the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shapes to shoot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Busquets. Cannavaro. Vitinha. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Iniesta. Iniesta. Good, strong midfield running here. Davids looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Valencia are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. This is a promising build-up. And here's Iniesta. Kvaratskhelia finding himself in space. And it's Kaka. He's a sharp little ball here. Busquets. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Iniesta is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Iniesta. Schlotterbeck. Cannavaro. Vitinha. Schlotterbeck. Kvaratskhelia. Now Schlotterbeck. Iniesta. Schlotterbeck. Back towards the middle, looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he was quick to react.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's got away. That'll be a corner. And we have our very first corner. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Valencia have the chance to go the other way. Kvaratskhelia, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory, and he's forced to go back. Cannavaro. Quality ball. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Roberto Baggio, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Now it's Hullet. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Rijkaard cuts it out. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And it's Iniesta. Half-time getting close now. Schlotterbeck is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Taken back almost at once. Cannavaro. Now he's off and running. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Rivaldo.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
And here's Baggio. And that interception was most necessary. He's gone for goal. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 24.
So we're underway for the second half.
Iniesta.
Both sides defensively robust up to now.
El dorsal 9. Hazard. El dorsal 8.
Rivaldo. He's looking wide. It's a sweeping cross. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Valencia do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Tries one from range! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Rivaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Rijkaard is there, struck first time. They've got to be quick to recover this. Kaká! And now they can spring out of defence. Rijkaard. Now Schlotterbeck. Pedri can so cleverly bypass the press. And that is a little undercooked. Over to the right flank. He is through here, and Messi! Ambitious, but just off target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Edmilson. Kaká. Now it's Cruyff, and he's had it nicked away. Busquets.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
So we've reached the hour mark. Oh, no joy this time. Kaká. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. Valencia perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vitinha. Now Schlotterbeck. That has been slung wide. Kaká looking to be a menace in the final third. Cannavaro. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Spread to the right. Vitinha. That's Busquets. And here's Hullet. Great vision. Cruyff. Rivaldo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Dembele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 4 será sustituido por cambio de jugadores.
And that should get the job done. And a chance! That's a decent clearance. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Just eases him off the ball. Maldini. Cross from Maldini. Cleared without hesitation. Del Piero. That's a good ball out wide.
Well, if they're looking to win this, they're certainly going about things the right way.
Ibrahimovic. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ibrahimovic does well to get it back.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Madrid have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. He's had it taken off him.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try.
And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That has been knocked clear. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And here's Pedri. Cross to the back post. And he can thump it away. And that's that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.